I think I figured out how the aliens know that I'm coming. That is because I haven't renamed the craft. The Sky Ranger is very obviously a Sky Ranger when it is called the Sky Ranger, and if the aliens are intercepting our communications, they'll know that we're coming. But they won't know what a Laputa is, and they certainly won't know what a mallard is. Okay, they'll probably know what the animal is, but they won't know the significance of us calling it a mallard. We have now fooled the aliens. Now they will never know that we're coming. They'll probably still know that we're coming. But hey, step in the right direction. Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay XCOM UFO Defense. And when last we left off, we had a fantastically successful Terra mission, where we got loads of kills. Mostly chrysalids, because a lot of civilians were turned into chrysalids, but we did get a positive score, and we didn't lose a single soldier, which is great progress. We're going to change our manufacturing up a little here. We're going to need to make a few more suits of personal armor, because we need to swap over some soldiers. There are lots of soldiers here that haven't seen any combat, and lots of soldiers in Tyrian that have seen combat. We're going to swap some of them over. We're going to send some soldiers from Algo to Tyrian. We're going to send Alex Denton, number 9, Sesame Seeds, and we're going to send, let's see, Dawn as well. We'll transfer them over, 1,348, and then we're going to unequip some soldiers from the Laputa. We're going to unequip, we have 2 number 9s. That is something I did not know. We're going to have to rename one of them to number 10. We're going to also send Master Chief, and we're going to send, let's see, Deacon. We're going to send Deacon over as well. We need some experienced soldiers over in Algo. Deacon, number 9, Master Chief and Superfly, off you go! Excellent. And when the soldiers that are replacing them arrive, we'll assign them to the Laputa. We're also going to get some more scientists. We can take another 10 scientists, so we're going to get them. We're also going to start manufacturing something else, because laser cannons are fine, but we do need to get some laser rifles for when the 3rd base is operational. We're only going to need 10 of them. There we go. How much money do we have? Not a whole lot. We also need to purchase some things for the Interceptor when that eventually arrives. About 14 of the avalanche rockets and 2 of the launchers. Seems good. Alright, we will now let time advance as soon as we've actually allocated those scientists to the research, because having those scientists is good, but we actually want them allocated. They haven't arrived yet. I was thinking that they'd arrive instantly. Alright, we'll go to the base and we will allocate the soldiers that we have just received. Welcome, Dawn, number 9, and we'll also have Alex Denton, and we'll have a pile of sesame seeds, and we'll move them up so that they are here as opposed to there being a large gap in the soldier roster. There we go. Marvellous. And we've got to double check that they all have the personal armor, because we need them to have that just in case there is a combat. Personal armor, personal armor, personal armor, personal armor. Excellent. They all have personal armor. What about these soldiers here? Superfly has personal armor, number 9, Master Chief, Deacon. Everyone else has personal armor. Excellent. We have at least some soldiers that have experience here now, and that is good. We will now let time advance, and hopefully the hangar has now been completed. We don't yet have the large radar system, but it's still probably a good idea to get a interceptor here as soon as possible, so that just in case some UFOs leave Algo's detection radius, we can still sort of track them down with Swadia. It also means that we'll have the ability to more capably check out what's going on in Australasia. Let us get that interceptor. It costs a lot, 600,000. We don't have a lot of money, and we're going to be progressively losing money while we're making those suits of personal armor, but we'll be able to recoup that in time. The living quarters have been finished. We won't have the money to actually assign any soldiers to that base just yet. The scientists, however, we are going to assign to this research immediately. That is the maximum we can currently do. we'd need another laboratory if we wanted to get more scientists, and scientists are very expensive. 50 will be fine for now. The laser rifles have been manufactured. Excellent. Let us immediately go to making more laser cannons, and thus making lots of money. Brilliant. We want to transfer those over, actually. Oh my, we have no money to speak of. That's probably due to the construction of the armor and also the laser cannons. Hopefully the laser cannons will be able to counteract the armor construction. We'll just quickly transfer this over. Doesn't cost that much. Good. How long is it going to take for you to manufacture more things, Tyrion? The answer is another 7 days. We might actually want to sell a few things so that we can make a bit more money. I think we could do with, let's see, mind probes are pretty good, but we only want one right now, so we'll sell that, and that should give us enough money to tide ourselves over while construction is continuing. And we have finished researching the heavy plasma clip. This compact device is used as ammunition for a heavy plasma gun. It contains a small quantity of elerium. We can now research the plasma cannon. That is what I have been aiming for. The plasma cannon is not like the heavy laser. This is a ship-mounted weapon, and it will replace our avalanche launchers. We can also manufacture heavy plasma and heavy plasma clips. They are going to take elerium to be constructed. Not that good. You don't want to manufacture clips, and definitely don't want to manufacture guns. Right, let us get this craft here. It is not the Interceptor 3, it is the Mallard Swadia, with a capital D. There we go. And one avalanche launcher, and one avalanche launcher. Excellent. This base is nearly ready to go. Nearly, but not quite. Also, we want to get some of those plasma weapons on this Laputa here. We definitely want some plasma weaponry. How much? What soldiers do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We want 6 heavy plasmas. We don't want to give the heavy plasmas to rookies because the rookies probably won't be able to do very much with them. Right, we want 4 of these. Actually, yeah, 4 of them, and we want to get 6 of these plasma rifles, or heavy plasma, and we want a reload for each of them. That's a lot of ammunition that we're using, but it will be worth it. We'll probably get some spare ammunition as time goes on. That has made our squad that much more deadly, and here is a small UFO. We could intercept that with either of these. We will intercept it with Mallard Swadia. Off you go! And you have lost the UFO. I want you to go to the last known location. And we have found it. And it is on the ground. Okay, you, patrol, intercept. Are we ready to intercept this UFO? I highly hope so, because if we're not, this is not going to be good. Also, we have nearly filled this up completely. We won't be able to put very much else in the Laputa. But off the Laputa goes, and hopefully we'll be able to get there before it becomes night. This interceptor is here, just in case this UFO takes off, so that we can then shoot it down. Is it going to be a daytime mission? Daytime mission? I think we have just managed to scrape it being a daytime mission. Right. You are going to use this here. You're also going to, do you only have 35 shots? I thought we would have more shots. Who is currently using all of the ammunition? Here are all the soldiers that should not be using lots of ammunition. You are going to be using the rifles. The rifles are not as good as the heavy plasmas, but we don't have enough ammunition to go around for everyone. So we're going to unequip Barry with this, and we're going to give you a plasma weapon and a reload. And Angel, you actually want to get rid of these, and we want you to also remove this rocket, because we're going to load up heavy rockets. These deal even more damage, and you're going to have to get rid of this and that. Otherwise you won't be able to hold on to these rockets, at least for now. Awesome Possum, you get a heavy plasma. Sadwick, you also get a heavy plasma. We just need to find the person that's holding on to your spare ammunition. It is you, Sesame seeds, you are not getting a heavy plasma, you're getting a rifle. The rifle is what you are currently assigned. And shopkeeper, you also get one of these as well. We need to give shopkeeper a clip here, and we need to give you a clip. I think we're pretty much done for that. And who isn't armed with a weapon? You're not armed with a weapon. You do have a clip, though. I'd prefer you not to hold on to that. And that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. And a spare clip here for Sub-Zero. I think we're pretty much ready to go. Need to double check that everybody has something. Everybody has something. Good. The last thing I want to have happen is for somebody not to have something. Mainly not to have a weapon. I mean, ooh, you don't have a smoke grenade. A smoke grenade's probably going to be quite useful. And maybe you should have 2 smoke grenades. Can't hurt. Alright. It's a large open area, and I imagine it's going to have absolutely no cover to speak of. Let us move out the tank and see what we can find, or who we can find. The answer is we can see absolutely nobody. That's no good. And we have time reserved for a snapshot, and we might as well get ready the smoke grenade, because we need that smoke grenade. Prime it for 0, and we will throw it right to here. I had a feeling we could throw it to there. And can we move you over to here? No, you're going to stay in the Laputa. You, meanwhile, are going to move out. You're going to move out to here. It's a little bit dangerous, but we do need to start covering some ground. This weapon is really good. Its accuracy is quite phenomenal. Look at that 82% aimed shot. It's really decent. If we crouch, all of those numbers go up and we have a 42% chance to hit things. The downside, of course, is that it doesn't have unlimited ammunition. So we have the minor problem that once we're out, we have to reload. Reloading's not that nice. At all. Because it's valuable time units that you don't want to spend. Sadwick, hide behind that very small tree. It doesn't look like it provides cover, and it doesn't really provide that much cover, but it's pretty much the best cover that we currently have. This is a really terrible map. And because this UFO is a landed one and not a crash-landed one, all of the aliens are going to be alive. That's a problem. Because alive aliens are dangerous aliens. Dead aliens aren't so dangerous. Some of them are, but not these ones. Can we move you out? Not that safely. We could move number 9 out here. I forgot to rename you. Because we have 2 number 9s, you are now going to be called number 10. Why not, eh? Sesame seeds, I want you to actually move over to the edge of the Laputa. Just so that we are ready. Also, why does Dawn have a rifle? I mean a plasma cannon. Oh well, Dawn now has a plasma cannon. Didn't mean to have that happen, but it's happened. Okay, that's smoke. We can hear aliens coming out of the UFO, so we need to be careful. Let's move you out very carefully. You're going to be the one that's going to absorb the initial fire. That is my hope, at least. There's the UFO, and it is a large scout, which is bad. We don't want a large scout. Large scouts imply about 10 aliens, and we don't want 10 aliens. Alright, you're going to move from tree to tree here. This is a terrible piece of cover, but it's pretty much the best that we've got. Having heavy plasma is a big milestone, as it were, because now we have weapons that are on par with the weapons that the aliens are using. The laser rifles, while having unlimited ammunition, really aren't on par. They're a little bit inferior compared to the plasma rifles. Shopkeeper's going to move over to here. Shopkeeper has proven himself to be extremely capable. Alright, Dawn, it's time for you to leave the Sky Ranger and head over here and follow closely behind. There is only so much cover that we can use, so people are going to have to be careful. Sesame seeds are going to go out here. We don't want you to end up crunchy and dead. And Barry is going to move to here. It's a good piece of cover. It's the best piece of cover we have right now. And we're going to move Alex Denton behind this soldier. There we go. She's got about as much protection as she could possibly get. Turn this way, and we'll end our turn. Okay, that is always worrying. When you can hear the aliens moving around, that's fine. Right now, we have no idea where the aliens are. We heard nothing. We saw nothing. All we know is that there is a UFO here. We could shoot through the wall. It would take a very long time to do, but we could do it. We're not going to do that, though, because shooting through the wall, bad idea. We're going to very slowly walk up. Slowly, because we want to have the opportunity to shoot back. And hopefully there's not an alien over here. The aliens do like to wander when they have landed a UFO. That said, there isn't a lot of scenery or terrain for them to hide behind, so it's quite likely that they haven't gone very far, which means that that UFO is a death trap waiting to happen, full of aliens. I can only hope that they're going to be really weak aliens, like floaters. It's not going to be floaters. You can't move far enough to take advantage of that cover, so we're going to have you move over to here, and we're going to have, let's see, you can move over to here, actually, because I don't think there are any aliens that are going to take a shot from that hill. Famous last words, and then Alex Denton gets shot in the face, and she dies. Alright, end turn. Still nothing. Oh, please let there be something. I really want there to be some shooting, some movement, something, so that I know where the aliens are. But I have no idea where the aliens are. They could be anywhere in here, or anywhere around. And unfortunately, the entrance to the UFO is always at the same angle, which is over here. So we're going to have to go around here. I don't think there are any aliens over there, which means that all of the aliens are over here. That is extremely worrying. Very worrying indeed. I don't want all the aliens to be in one location. The UFO. Seems like I have no choice in the matter. Okay, Angel, we need you to go over here. Her rockets are extremely effective, but we don't have a line of fire. So you might as well move all the way over here, and this is when you find an alien, and we're in serious trouble. No aliens. No aliens anywhere. They're all hiding. Maybe they don't actually know what's going on. They're all playing alien card games while we're slowly sneaking up. Hey, did you hear about what XCOM are doing? They have renamed their craft. We now have no idea when they're coming. Has anyone looked out of the window recently? Well, there's a big pile of smoke over there. Was that there before? I'm sure it was. And then they ignored the impending approach of XCOM. And that is just what I want them to do. Ignore the fact that we're coming. Just ignore us. We'll be fine as we get closer and eventually shoot you all. This is going to be a tricky entrance to the UFO. It's going to be very tricky. Still no movement. We had somebody open the door once, and then we have had nothing. This is not good. Move the tank a little further forward. Still nothing. And now we're running out of cover. Time to move you over to here. Hopefully they can't see out of these windows. And this is when they actually can see out of the windows, and then we're in some serious trouble. We need someone to cover this area. To be fair, these soldiers are covering that area quite nicely. Sadwick cannot reach, so you're going to go over here, and you're going to crouch, because if an alien is going to come from this angle, we're going to have to be ready, aren't we? I'm really, really nervous about sending any soldiers over this area of nothing to the UFO, because the UFO is in a really exposed spot. Normally, there are hedges, and there are trees, and barns, and buildings that we can use to get closer. Not right now. Right now, there is nothing. Just a few trees, and open grass. Why is this mission more tense than the Terra mission that we've just had before? Okay, the Terra mission was pretty tense, but for very different reasons. Also, this is a grenade waiting to happen. I highly hope this grenade does not happen, because that is about half of my squad. Okay, it's about 6/7 of my squad. And when we come back, folks, slowly we are getting closer to this large scout. Armed with heavy plasma weaponry, we are researching the plasma cannon. And we need all of the elerium we can get, and all of the resources too. We need to recoup some heavy purchases that we've made. Hopefully the aliens still don't know we're coming. Not likely, but maybe. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.